Newcastle.
Best game of
Smashed Paris.
Yeah. And it was so sad, man. I don't know who the announcers were for this game. I did not care to look.
It was one of them was the FIFA guy. I listened to this. I watched. No. From FIFA.
Oh,
Andy Townsend or
oh yeah, Andy Townsend.
They wanted PSG to win that game so bad.
Isn't that sad when you hear stuff like that?
Oh my gosh, the hype they were like. It's the 80th minute, and the announcer's like, PSG, they have Kylian Mbappe. He's good for 2 goals. You can't count on. Like Newcastle have wrecked this.
It's 4-1. What are you talking about?
That last goal was stupid. My God, it was stupid.
I believe Dan Burn opened like that.
No, it was Fabian Schär. That was the second goal. Fabian Schär wins the tackle.
Yeah.
Plays it off to Isak, who's patient and just leads him. What a goal. What a goal, man. Yeah, it was Ray Hudson was the other guy, Patrick. It was Ray Hudson and Andy Townsend.
Such a bad, that was the only thing I could say.
Ray Hudson loves Mbappe. He loves him, man.
Oh yeah, he loves the superstars.
Yo,
man, Lauren absolutely cannot stand Ray Hudson. She walk in the other room. She won't listen to it.
I love Ray Hudson.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
That dude has pure love and passion.
My favorite one still to this day. Ronaldinho pulls a bicycle kick in a Barcelona game, and Ray Hudson goes, electrifying, like throwing a hairdryer into a bathtub.
Like he says the craziest.
It's the greatest stuff ever. What he said, the best one that he said during that game actually was right as the game was kicking off. He goes, and Newcastle today, they're facing Everest stuck on top of Kilimanjaro.
Right. It's like, what in the world?
What are you saying right now?
That was the only thing bad about the game. Other than that, Newcastle played an amazing, and I love the whole
smashed
League
them.
One. Did you see League One's post? Like, we are farmers after the Arsenal lose, and then they got smashed by Newcastle. So I love it. It was a little bit of justice for England because we had an abysmal week in.
Well, we had an abysmal Tuesday.
An abysmal Tuesday in Europe.
The rest of the English teams did just fine.
So it was really good to see that.
Yeah.
Newcastle is so Jekyll and Hyde, though, man.
They are, man. You never know which one you're going to get. Yeah, you're exactly right. That's what I was going to
say. They lost 3 straight this season.
And showed up.
And now they've won 3 straight since then. They've got it in them to absolutely tear teams to shreds. But West Ham also had a good performance in Europe, albeit against lesser opposition. But they've won 3-1 as well.
It's the bubbles.
The bubbles, it's that London Stadium, man, and that's where this one is. This is gonna be a good game.
Yes,
this is definitely gonna be a good game. I've actually gone for a 2-1 Newcastle win. I think that Newcastle are going to put it on them. There might be a hangover, but if there's any kind of effect from the Champions League game, I think it'll be a positive one, to be honest with you. I think that if West Ham aren't careful, their sitting back style could cost them here. Because Newcastle aren't strangers to their physicality. You know, Newcastle brought their own swords with them. They're not worried about you issuing them a spear at the door. So, you just pick your weapons. This will be a gladiator bout, this one. But I just think that Newcastle will edge it. Almiron scored this week in the Champions League, opened the scoring, so he's back on the score sheet. I love Miggy Almiron, dude. I'm a fan. So hope to see him in this one. I think Newcastle will be too much. I've gone 2-1.
Yeah. I agree. I think it's going to be one of the better games one of the better matchups. I think these teams match up a little bit more evenly than people kind of expect it to because they see Newcastle doing so well. But West Ham aren't to be pushed over. Like I did write them off at the beginning of the season. I thought they were going to be just a pushover team. The table. We'll take.
They pulled a Chelsea and sacrificed the league to win that conference trophy last season.
Right. But you
took a 15th and won a European trophy.
Yeah, you can see where the focus went 100%. But West Ham are here for it this season. They're playing teams. They're playing up for teams. They're not backing down from their play style.
7th. They're in 7th. 5 points off the top.
5 points off the top. So I think it'll be a really good game. Like you said, issue the sword and shield. I think it's going to be very physical, very midfield oriented. Second ball. It's going to be huge.
Got a score? It's tough, isn't it?
I'm going to go 2-1 West Ham at home.
I can see it. I can definitely see it going either way.
I think I need that. I think that's a little bit more of I need that to happen. I think it's in Chelsea's best interests.
I mean, it don't matter. They're both ahead of you, buddy.
Both ahead of me. Yeah, I trust West Ham to fall off well before Newcastle to fall off. So
they're some distance ahead of you.
They're 4 and 5 points ahead.
It's okay. But I do think West Ham. I need West Ham to win, but I think they got it in them, man, at home to stave off this Newcastle. It's like Lewis said, man, they're very Jekyll and Hyde. They'll be flying high and then absolutely crash and then pick themselves up and
slam somebody. And 8-0 on Sheffield.
Absolutely. What did you say? Bam them?
Yeah, blam them. Yeah.
Blam them, yeah.
Absolutely blam them.
So, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I see West Ham. I think West Ham's got it in them, man.
Yeah. Don't worry, Paris. You're only in with the likes of Sheffield this season.
Farmers.
What are we saying, Lewis? What you think about this one?
I'm looking at, because I got my other monitor up and I'm looking in there. This Sunday, the 9:00 slate is nice.
Fire. Fire.
Liverpool, that's going to be a good
Brighton,
game.
Liverpool.
Wolves and Villa is going to be
Wolves, Villa, West Ham, Newcastle.
Really good game. This one, I think it's the Jekyll and Hyde thing. I think West Ham is good and they're sort of a steady ship, and I think Newcastle they'll be feeling themselves a bit. I think they'll get on them early, but West Ham is like that resilient rubber band kind of team. I think it's a 2-2 draw. I think there are definitely goals in this game because West Ham can score. They have like individual magic that'll get them goals, and Newcastle are just gonna keep shooting at you. So I think the Premier League does something different, and I think that they're not underdogs in this one. So I think the mentality and motivation is a bit different for this one. So I think West Ham draws with them, but I think it'll be a good game.
Yeah. What you saying, Patrick?
So I actually I was looking at the table just because I did want to see how far Chelsea was behind them. And Newcastle's goal differential
4
is
5 points,
8
man. It's not that bad.
on West Ham, which makes me think without that Sheffield 8-0,
It's just the one game.
I mean, they're very even. I think that both teams, Newcastle seems to want the ball more than West Ham does. Again, we talk about the low block. Again, we just need to make a shirt. Like, can you beat a low block? That's all good. That's all it needs to be. And I think that West Ham, they'll have chances to get out and run. So I don't think there's a lot of goals in this. I went 1-1 with a draw.
Yeah, I can definitely see it. This one is one of those games that, I think actually you hit it on the head there. They're so evenly matched that we could see any kind of result, any kind of game. I think West Ham have the capacity to blam them as well. Newcastle could have one of their Jackal days or Hyde days, whichever you prefer to be the poor day, and West Ham could do them. Because they're definitely a surprise this season. Speaking of the Sunday 9:00 games, as you say there, Lewis, Liverpool at the Amex. Brighton have drawn Marseille with an 88th minute goal. Nice 2-2 game. Liverpool, I think they won today.
Yeah, they won too.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah, well, there you go. So both coming off European wins.
No, you said that I thought they drew.
Draw, yeah, actually, yeah.
Then I'm wrong.
No, Pool won. Brighton drew.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, Brighton in a bit of a in a bit of a
the
spot. Took a 6-1 at the weekend, and then drew Marseille
1-0 to Chelsea. So that's 3 performances in a row. They're just kind of.
Yeah, I still think this will be a barnstormer. I think this will be an absolute back and
It'll be
forth.
wide open. This game's gonna be high octane.
It's gonna be a basketball score.
Open. Yeah.
I
Wide
expect
open game.
that's how both games were last season. I
This is gonna
expect it to
good.
be the same.
If you don't watch the Prem regularly,
This is the one.
I would point people to watch. Hey, if you're gonna watch, like, if you can't find anything else to watch this weekend, you want to turn on some soccer or football.
Yeah, if
This is-
you
watch the
if you
Brighton.
need something to watch while you're shaking nervously about the Arsenal Man City game,
Dude,
while instead of cowering in the closet like I'm gonna be, you should watch the Brighton Liverpool game.
Liverpool game, because I think it's gonna be wide. And Liverpool, honestly, I feel bad for Brighton here, because I think Liverpool are gonna be on one after.
Oh, they're going to be pissed.
Exactly. They're going to catch the wrong end of some frustration because it's not even directed at them. They're just the next guy. Like,
So
Yeah.
the 2 guys that went out against Spurs, were they straight reds or were they?
So Jota will be out for 1 game. Curtis Jones will have a 3 game,
Right.
but then neither will be in this one.
So that means that they'll probably play
McAllister, Sabazalai, and Gakpo, and then Nunez. That's
Yeah.
probably what it'll be. Gakpo will probably come into that 10 role.
I'm so shocked he didn't break his leg, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that man's not injured.
Yeah, me too.
After
But
watching,
he is. Actually, you know what?
Is he?
He did break his leg. That's a good call. Yeah, his leg is broken.
Wait, what?
Cody Gakpo's leg was broken. Yeah,
I thought I read that he
and nothing. And they gave my man nothing. Not even a foul or not even a yellow card. And dude broke his leg. But meanwhile, Udogi's gone down because the wind's blown up his sock, and Jota's gotten a yellow, which resulted in a red card. So that's
poor refereeing
that's fair.
game. But yeah, again, I do think this game's gonna be wide open. Like, going
Yeah,
into the-
I agree. I've said 3-3.
I think Poole are gonna be on one, man. I think Brighton loses this game 3-2.
Yeah.
Yep, another big score for sure.
I think Liverpool's got 3 in them, but Brighton's gonna catch the wrong end of some.
I think
wouldn't-
Salah's going to be a monster in this game.
He's due for one.
Monster.
Well,
He's having a hell of a season.
Estepionon is going to be out for Brighton.
Oh,
Yep.
man. He's
He
a
was-
monster.
He's good too.
He's
He's
a
a
beast.
monster at the back.
Got a score, guys? Lewis, Patrick, who wants to go?
I think Liverpool wins 4-2.
Big game.
I think
Yeah.
they smoke them, man.
I can see it. I
I
can
think
see it.
JOBs.
What'd you think, Patrick?
I went 3-2 Pool.
I just caught that, Xavier.
What did I? Did what?
Yes. He made a lovely joke.
Yeah,
I think Poole are gonna. I do think Poole.
Yeah, this will be a fun game. This will definitely be a fun game. Y'all have all gone for Liverpool wins, and I can definitely see it. This might be one of those where De Zerbi's like, you won't see the real Brighton until next. You'll see the real Brighton on Sunday, and then they go and blam up a certain somebody who is trying to win a title.
Sure.
But yeah, should be a fun one.